Good afternoon, everyone. It's time for Skyrim Storytime. It's been a couple of days, and last time we had a shorter stream because I had an event to get to. There is an event tonight, but I'm going to skip it and go ahead and play Skyrim and hang out with you all. Let's get to it. I wonder what all you guys did this weekend. For me, it was a hectic one. I'm hoping that this will be a nice distraction from everything. Oh, and it's dark. Of course it is. Alright, let's see. What's going on here? Do I have stuff to sell? Where did I get that? Okay. Oh, that's right. We were right in the middle of the debauchery. We had done the drinking contest. Oh, I'm in trouble.
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me. Oh, what's wrong? Did the engagement fall through? Look, how about we call even, as long as you bring back the wedding ring? That's really a shame. I was so looking forward to the wedding. You said you'd have all the most interesting guests. You went right out to give it to your fiancé. Don't you even remember where you left him? And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why he left you. I'm sure your bride-to-be will tell you when and where the ceremony will be. If she still wants to marry you when you tell her you can't afford the ring. Farewell.
Oh, I picked up a lass? Well, that's a little spicy and saucy. Not that I'm complaining at all. Quite the opposite. Just surprised. A wee bit surprised, shall we say. Okay, where did I leave her? Witchmist Grove. And I have not been there. Guess we can run down from Windhelm. Oh my goodness. This night of drinking, this debauchery I have incurred, honestly sounds like I've had a good time. Oh, good afternoon, Charles. How are you today? Okay, I want to go not right. I need to go the opposite way. Actually, I need to go this way. Right? No, I'll take the roads. Take the roads because I will get lost. Apparently, I did a drinking contest and got engaged, lost my bride to be. But I left in the middle of the quest because we had the APB event. So I had to drop and run over and play with the 29th. So now I'm gonna check out and see what all I've missed. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. And I'm always hanging in there. Can't keep a bad girl down for too long, don't you know? Pines Grove. Mud crabs? Mud crabs? Cursing mud crabs for anyone? No mud crabs. Disappoint. But there's a couple of wolves. Yes, fill the soul gems. Oh, tasty. Oh, it's a bear. Ouch. Ouch. Bear. Ouch. Ouch. Damn it, where's my companion? Ouch. Alright. Another soul gem filled. I'll take all the soul gems. And the pelt. Wait. There's a Thomas the Tank Engine mod for dragons? Oh, I might need to do that. I mean, the cursing crab already pleases me. Come on, puppies. Turn around.
Is someone there?
Aw, she got the shot off before I did. Anyway. Passing up what I need to be doing. But Thomas the Tank Engine as a dragon, that's got to be hilarious. I'll have to consider that. There's a dragon over there. I'm not totally in the mood to play with a dragon. I think hag ravens are aggressive mods.
Consummate our love. What? You want it for that hussy Esmeralda with the dark feathers, don't you? I won't let her have you.
I am concerned. This was the woman I hooked up with? I hooked up with a hag raven? I hooked up with a hag raven. Ew. 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 This is what I did this. Oh, God. Alright. I gotta drink a sip of tea. I need to not get drunk again. We're going to read a book now. Try to clean my palate. That drunken night was one to not remember. So we're going to start story time with Response to Barrow's Speech by Malvisor Battlemage. On the 14th of last seed, an illusionist by the name of Baravar Barrow gave a very ignorant speech at the chantry of Julianos in the imperial city. As ignorant speeches are hardly uncommon, there was no reason to respond to it. Unfortunately, he has since had the speech privately printed as, quote, Barrow's Speech to the Battle Mages, and it's received some small, undeserved attention in the academic circles. Let us put his misconceptions to rest. Barrow began his lecture with an occasionally factual account of famous battle mages from Zurin Arctus, Tiber Septim's imperial battle mage, to Jagartharn, Uriel Septim VII's imperial battle mage. His intent was to show that where it matters, the battle mage relies on other schools of magicka, not the school of destruction, which is supposedly a battle mage's particular forte. Allow me first to dispute these, quote, so-called historical facts. Zurin Arctus did not create the golem Numidium by spells of mysticism and conjuration, as Barrow alleges. The truth is that we don't know how Numidium was created, or if it was a golem or atronach, in any traditional sense of those words. Uriel V's battle mage, Hethoth, was not an imperial battle mage. He was simply a sorcerer in the employ of the Empire. Thus, which spells he cast in the various battles on Akavir are irrelevant, not to mention hearsay. Barrow calls Empress Morathatha's battle mage Wellock, quote, an accomplished diplomat, but not, quote, a powerful student of the School of Destruction. I congratulate Barrow on correctly identifying an imperial battle mage, but there are many written examples of Wellock's skill in the School of Destruction. The sage Solaris, for example, wrote extensively about Wellock casting the vampiric cloud on the rebellious army of Blackrose, causing their strength and skill to pass on to their opponents. What is this but an impressive example of the School of Destruction? Barrow rather pathetically includes Jagartharn in his list of underachieving battle mages. To use an insane traitor as example of rational behavior is an untenable position. What would Barrow prefer? That Tharn use the School of Destruction to destroy Tamriel by a more traditional means? Barrow uses his misrepresentation of history as the basis for his argument. Even if he had found 4 excellent examples from history of battle mages casting spells outside their school, and he didn't, he would only have anecdotal evidence, which isn't enough to support an argument. I could easily find 4 examples of illusionists casting healing spells or Nightblades teleporting. There is a time and a place for everything. Barrow's argument, built on this shaky ground, is that the School of Destruction is not a true school. He calls it, quote, narrow and shallow, as an avenue of study, and its students impatient, with megalomaniacal tendencies. How can one respond to this? Someone who knows nothing about casting a spell of destruction, criticizing the school for being too simple? Summarizing the School of Destruction as learning how to do the, quote, maximum amount of damage in the minimum amount of time is clearly absurd. And he expounds on his ignorance by listing all the complicated factors studied in his own School of Illusion. Allow me in response to list the factors studied in the School of Destruction. The means of delivering the spell matter more in the School of Destruction than any other school. whether it is cast at a touch, at a range, in concentric circles, or cast once to be triggered later. What forces must be reined in to cast the spell? Fire, lightning, or frost? And what are the advantages and dangers of each? What are the responses from different targets from the assault of different spells of destruction? What are the possible defenses, and how may they be assailed? What environmental factors must be taken into consideration? What are the advantages of a spell of delayed damage? Barrow suggests that the school of destruction cannot be subtle, yet he forgets about all the curses that fall under the mantle of the school, sometimes affecting generation after generation in subtle yet sublime ways. The school of alteration is a distinct and separate entity from the school of destruction, and Barrow's argument that they should be merged into one is patently ludicrous. He insists again, a man who knows nothing about the schools of alteration and destruction is the one insisting this, that, quote, damage is part of the changing of reality dealt with by the spells of alteration. The implication is that levitation, to list a spell of alteration, is a close cousin of shockbolt, a spell of destruction. It would make as much sense to say that the school of alteration, being all about the actuality of change, should absorb the school of illusion, being all about the appearance of change. It certainly isn't a coincidence that a master of the school of illusion cast this attack on the school of destruction. Illusion is, after all about masking the truth. This is one creepy place. I cannot believe I hooked up with a hag raven in this place. Not cool. Definitely not cool. There are not enemies nearby. But Dargon is flying way far away. It's interesting. It's moon! There's a moon inside my channel. If you feel chatty, I'm in the Discord, Moon. You're welcome to join me. I really don't want to play with that dragon right now. I wonder if I'm far enough away now for some fast travels. It's a moon.
Hello.
Hello, my little friend. What you doing?
I am on WoW right now. I'm trying to just figure out what I'm doing today.
I haven't seen you.
Woke up late.
I can't believe you're in WoW.
Once I've made enough
Yeah, one of my friends wanted to play because she's never played WoW.
I know how
So
excited
we had to start a whole new character on a whole new realm. So
You said you even had some magic staff that would handle all of the guests.
also I'm not feeling too sharp today, but I'm doing alright.
Farewell.
Books of all the books.
All the books. Yeah, I've got one book I've read. Apparently I had, the last time I played, I'd gotten drunk and then did some debauchery and hooked up with a hag raven. Yeah, I apparently got very, 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 inebriated. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Where the hell was I for this? Oh wait, I know what I was doing. I was dying on the bed. That's, yeah.
I was in the hospital yesterday.
What? Yeah. What did you do?
I should still be there. But they didn't keep me. They didn't want me. Moon, they didn't want me.
Well, I want you. Damn it. Fuck with that one, I want you. Oh, did you hear Bermuda's pulling a Trump?
Oh, God. Well,
Yep.
your prime
Saturday.
minister. I was gonna say your prime minister is Boris Johnson, but that's beside. You know, you have your own version of Trump. But secondly, what are people injecting chlorine into their veins now?
No. Absolutely not. No.
Did you
no.
hear about
And,
that?
Our premier, yes, I did. I actually watched that live stream when he said it, and I'm sitting here like, what? Hold on. What did he say?
He wants us to inject clean. Yeah, you heard about that. So do you?
Listen, fool. Listen here. Let me educate you.
By the
just
way,
a little bit.
the center for the poison control center and whatnot are having a huge influx of calls and issues because people are doing it.
Yep.
He doesn't realize his words have effect.
Yep.
I'm dying. I don't know what to say or do, but.
And here I'm worried because I thought, like, you know, okay, Trump's gonna back up and he's gonna fuck off somewhere and we're all gonna be fine and chipper and happy, and then my island decides to pull a Trump move, and then Trump's telling me that you should pump fucking chlorine in your body, and I'm like, hold on. I don't know which way to go right now, but Trump, I'll deal with you later. Come back over to my island. Hold on, we're doing what? Hold on, this is more important. We're doing what? We're lifting the restrictions. All right, I'm gonna die. That's it. It's over. That's over. Goodbye, Bermuda. Farewell.
I know.
You
So
should see me. I ran out the door this morning and started waving farewell to ye. God, it was hilarious.
yeah, no, we're still very much under restrictions, and I'm very much under quarantine.
They're like, we're gonna open up on Saturday. This Saturday. I'm like, really? Okay. And what? And somebody said, like, what makes you think that we're ready? And he says, well, we have no other option. There's plenty of options. Sell the island. Plenty. Sell the debt. Sell the island. It's all just fuck off somewhere else. Still hear me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, we got plenty of options. There are many options. The government needs to actually do something instead of thumb up the butt and just sitting there twiddling the thumbs like they ain't got nothing to do. We all are home, so you got stuff to do. You know, you got paperwork to be done. You can catch up on that. Maybe take some classes on how to be a decent human being. You know, one of those. Just
one could dream.
I really could. I could dream so hard, apparently. But no. They're like, oh, we're gonna lift all the restrictions on Saturday. What?
I can't believe they're doing that.
And then they said, and then the people, what was it? The news reporter said, because we only have one news station here, actually, technically.
Well, as tiny
it's called the Royal Gazette.
I was gonna say, as tiny as y'all are, I can understand only having one.
Yes. We did have 3 of them at one point, but then they both dwindled away to 1. Because the Royal Gazette was like, okay, I'm done with you buying your company, now shutting it down. Buying your company and I shut you down, and now I'm the only one. So it eliminated its own
competition.
It eliminated its own competition, and I'm like, wow, you know what? Good on you. And then we're sitting here watching Trump be the trite twat that he is, and I looked at Alan, and Alan looked at me, and I looked at James when he popped up just to say hi, because he can't really be out for very long. He's only got an hour. So he came up and said hi, and we were looking at this news report on YouTube, and then we looked at each other like, so, what are we doing about this? And he said, well, apparently, it might just been a good idea, that good chances that we weren't out there doing dwarven rations right now, because you want to know why? Plummet. Everything, all our stuff, business and everything would have plummeted. Our business would have shut down the moment it started. So it's a good thing. It's not a good thing that we did not start quite right away.
Timing.
Although now it's gonna, timing. Hey,
Timing.
Picture that.
Sometimes
The
things.
universe. Oh, there's a book.
Yes, I found a book. So that means it's time. It's time for another story.
It's story time.
By the way, I saw your chibi. Oh my god, how cute!
Oh yes. Yes.
I squeed. I told her she's got to make those part of her offerings because they're just too freaking cute.
I loved it, and I was like, okay. She's like, so when are we gonna get our picture done? I'm like, oh my god, that's right. I never got back to her like a year ago about getting the picture done with me and her. And I'm like,
I've gotten two.
here's a little bit of money. I'll get back to you on that. Just to show that I am interested. Here you go. And now I just gotta go deal with the rest of the world. Anyway, story time.
It's stories. She's like, give me more stories. More stories.
Give me more story, because I only ran into the last part of the last one, so more story, damn it.
I've read a lot of lore in the few episodes that I've uploaded. It's been amazing how much gets covered in just regular gameplay if you stop and do this. Like, there's stuff I never knew about the Elder Scrolls, and so I've learned a lot. So we're gonna continue with story number 2, which is Interviews with Tapestris, Volume 18. Cherum's Heart of Anaquina by Livius Paris, Professor at the Imperial University. Contemporary with Makamat Lucine, interviewed in Volume 17 of this series, is the Khajiit Sharim, whose tapestries have been hailed as masterpieces all over the Empire for nigh on 30 years now. His 4 factories located throughout elsewhere make reproductions of his work, but his original tapestries command stellar prices. The Emperor himself owns 10 Sharim tapestries, and his representatives are currently negotiating the sale of 5 more. The muted use of color contrasted with the luminous skin tones of Cherum's subjects is a marked contrast with the old style of tapestry. The subjects of his work in recent years have been fabulous tales of the ancient past, the gods meeting to discuss the formation of the world, the Chimer following the prophet Veloth into Morrowind, the wild elves battling Morihos and his legions at the White Gold Tower. His earliest designs dealt with more contemporary subjects. I had the opportunity to discuss with him one of his first masterpieces, The Heart of Anaquina, at his villa in Orkrest. The Heart of Anaquina presents an historical battle of the 5-year war between Elsewhere and Valenwood, which raged from 3E 394 or 3E 395, depending on what one considers to be the beginning of the war, until 3E 399. In most fair accounts, the war lasted 4 years and 9 months, but artistic license from the great epic poets added an additional 3 months to the ordeal. The actual details of the battle itself, as interpreted by Cherum, are explicit. The faces of 120 wood elf archers can be differentiated one from the other, each registering fear at the approach of the Khajiit army. Their hauberks catch the dim light of the sun. The menacing shadows of the elsewhere battle cats loom on the hills, every muscle strained, ready to pounce on command. It is not surprising that he got all the details right, because Cherim was in the midst of it as a Khajiit foot soldier. Every minute every minute part of the Khajiit traditional armor can be seen in the soldiers in the foreground. The embroidered edging and striped patterns on the tunics, each lacquered plate on loose-fitting leather in the elsewhere style. The helmets of cloth and fluted silver. Quote, Cherim does not understand the point of plate mail, said Cherim. Quote, it is hot, for one, like both burned and buried alive. Cherim wore it at the insistence of our Nord advisors during the Battle of Zelenin, and Cherim couldn't even turn to see what my fellow Khajiit were doing. Cherim did some sketches for a tapestry of the Battle of Zelenin, but Cherim finds that to make it realistic, the figures came out very mechanical, like iron golems or Dwemer centurions. Knowing our Khajiiti commanders, Cherim would not be surprised if giving up the heavy plate was more aesthetic than practical. Elsewhere lost the Battle of Zelenin, didn't she? Yes, but Elsewhere won the war, starting at the next battle, the heart of Anaquina, said Cherim with a smile. Quote, the tide turned as soon as we Khajiit sent our Nordic advisors back to Solitude. We had to get rid of all the heavy armor they brought to us and find enough traditional armor our troops felt comfortable wearing. Obviously, the principal advantage of the traditional armor was that we could move easily in it, as you can see from the natural stances of the soldiers in the tapestry. Quote, now, if you look at this poor perforated Ketharat, who just keeps battling on in the bottom background, you see the other advantage. It seems strange to say, but one of the best features of traditional armor is that an arrow will either deflect completely or pass all the way through. An arrowhead is like a hook, made to stick where it strikes, if it doesn't pass through. A soldier in traditional armor will find himself with a hole in his body and the bolt on the other side. Our healers can fix such a wound easily if it isn't fatal. But if the arrow still remains in the armor, as it does with heavier armor, the wound will be reopened every time the fellow moves. Unless the Khajiit strips off the armor and pulls out the arrow, which is what we had to do at the Battle of Zelenin, a difficult and time-consuming process in the heat of battle, to say the least. I asked him next, is there a self-portrait in the battle? Yes, Cherim said with another grin. You see the small figure of the Khajiit stealing the rings off the dead wood elf? His back is facing you, but he has brown and orange striped tail like Cherim's. Cherim does not say that all stereotypes about the Khajiit are fair, but Cherim must sometimes acknowledge them. A self-deprecating style in self-portraiture is also evident in the tapestries of Ronef Hook, the next artist interviewed in Volume 19 of this series. Ooh. I can't believe y'all are reopening.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that some stuff? We're not I still can't believe you're reopening. We're not.
Yeah. Some of your states are not. Some states,
like mine.
Some of your states, yes. Some of your states are actually going to be doing soft openings.
No, we're not even doing soft openings. We're not doing nothing until at least June. Basically, if Dr. Fauci says it's dangerous, we're like, yeah, we're cool. We'll stay home. Bye.
No.
Barred from the other side.
We are going to be doing opening. We're going to be opening. Apparently, they're going to open the airport.
Oh, you're just inviting it.
Apparently.
bring on the
Airport.
play.
They're opening Dockyard again. They're opening small bit like essential businesses that need to be open. Apparently, hair salons will not be opened, and neither will gaming store, like our little gaming store that we have, which has like movies and all that type of stuff. That's not going to be opening, and neither is some other things, but yeah.
Interesting. So you're kind of having a soft opening.
Kinda, but they're based. To me, it's not a soft opening because they're doing it wrong. They are definitely, to me, doing it wrong. They should be, they should wait till there's a cure, but only God knows when that's gonna be, right?
Holy crap. I completely missed. Oh, they know about me. Dang it. Stop touching me! Did you step on the thing? Oh, shoot. Woo, that was close.
There's a lot of guys there.
Ooh, oh, punted! Woo! Bum, 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 bum. Fail. Clan Fear is here. Good evening. How are you doing today? You just watched me get pwned.
Literally.
That hurt. That hurt a lot. Now that I feel shame.
Do it again.
Right, I'm gonna go do it again.
Do it again. I do not understand what he just
You
said.
did. I have to turn on Google Translate to see what they said. Unless you want to help me out, copy and find out for me. Oh, you did. Sorry, not sorry. Now you're naked. Now you're naked. I'm taking this, taking some of this, and we read this. I just read it to you out loud. I'll take the skill point though. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick save, so we at least save here. And
wow, Google could not translate.
I love the characters, but I love languages, so it's an easy given. And we're gonna try not dying, and hopefully Lydia will stop stepping on traps. But that's too much to ask, most likely.
Okay, my Google can't find it because my Google's an idiot.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Of course you do, because you're gonna step on the bloody trap. Lydia has a bad feeling about this. Of course you do.
What race are you?
I'm a lovely frickin' Nord. I'm a kick-ass Nord.
Nord.
Nord
Oh
of the
my
jungle.
God, there are newbies. What's going on? Everybody's flocking back to WoW.
I'm not gonna flock back to WoW until
No,
later.
I'm just saying, like, there are some really newbie people here. Like, people are actually asking for help on WoW, which is surprising.
Damn it.
Like, someone just screamed, like, I don't know what I'm doing, can someone please help me? And someone else said, I don't even know what I'm doing. I've just picked this up because my daughter was playing it. And I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? There's a manual. If you've got if you got the hard copy, there's a manual.
Oh, look what we found.
It's the manual.
Do you see what we found?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Look what we found.
Whole pile of books.
So we got some choices. A Dream of Sovngarde, The Wolf Queen Volume 4, Mixed Unit Tactics, Rising Threat Volume 1, or Pirate King of the Abyssinian.
Pirate King.
Pirate King it is. Now I'm going to sip some
Because it
tea.
looks like you already read one of them.
Is this Infati? I am a Nord. And I will take this off and... Hold on. I will take off my helmet so y'all can see that I am a kind of Irish looking Nord. Look at that smug little face. It's all smug. Isn't it?
Smile.
Doesn't it? Look at that. Shit's smug. You could just see.
It's like, I got evil.
I'm
I got cheeky.
I'm cheeky.
intent.
So, I've got several people who have been following this series, and they want me to turn evil. Like, they're determined.
No.
So, they're determined for me to become evil. So, that is... it makes them... It makes them happy. So,
Big
we're
sick.
gonna... I don't know why. Every time I start doing it... Now, I do have things like the Cursing Crab Mob, which anytime there's a mud crab, I have to stop and kill them just to listen to them
Yep.
scream obscenities at me.
Yes. I had that. I think I still have that. It's so great. Anyway,
I have like only 18 mods, and most of them are aesthetic mods. Like Books Glow, the iron or the ore veins have better shaders on them. The graphic mods for the enhancement, the special edition scripting editors, and that equals out to about between 15 and 20 mods in total, with each of their additional parts necessary to make them work. So we're gonna start book 3 of today. It's Velik Sane, Pirate King of the Abyssinian. Poke out your eyes, lad. Pour lead in your ears. Those sails portend madness, dark horror and fear. Abandon your lasses, your ship and your gold. Blood on the water, Velik this way comes. A noose from the rigging, a plank from boards. Do yourself in, don't try it crossing swords. Mercy's not a shipmate among that heartless horde. Blood on the water, the Pirate King comes. Stout Empire galleon or swift elven skiff, they everyone splinter and just as soon sink. But only after crew and captain have their fun. Blood on the water, your days are done. He'll tailor your gut and he'll eat your heart raw. His eyes gleam red, his heart will never thaw. Mark well these words, you quaking babes. Blood on the water follows Captain Velik Sane. That sounds like a shanty.
It does.
I should have sang that one. But what do I know? Again, you guys are watching me play this game as if I've never played it before, because it's true. I have never gotten this far in the game.
Really?
Never. I never knew there was this much to it. Hey, this time I
I knew
lived.
all about all the books. I never really read them. I collected every one of them. I just never read them.
There's over 800 documents to read, and 300 of them plus are books. You are a spicy meatball. Stop touching me. Stop touching me with your fire! I don't want your transmitted disease, okay? Jeebus.
He's got the virus. That's what it is.
What shot me? What? You saw me. I drank the potions. Alright. Game on. Game on, you punk ass Rudy Tooty Booties. Alright. I'm I'm gonna rage soon. It's boiling. It's coming. It's anger level anger level rising.
So hard not to laugh.
I'm about to break. You know what? The spoon's coming. You bitches don't even know the spoon's coming. I'm trying to have.
Spoon's coming. I get hungry.
They should fear.
Dive for cover.
It
may have my name on it, but dive for cover because it hurts.
I am displeased. I am not happy with my care. They're gonna put it in the basket here. I am.
Oh, no.
My blood pressure's going up. Jesus Christ! I gotta check it. Hold on.
Oh,
One shot me, you fucking punks. Yeah, you think you all that in a bag of chips?
He really does.
You dead. That's what you are.
Headshot. Be gone, healer.
Ouch. They woke up the angry one.
Oh, we got her.
Oh, it's a freaking vampire. Damn it.
Yeah, yet.
Oh, the guy that one-shots me. No. Where's he at? I can't even see him.
Oh.
Oh! Owned! I am so owned. Oh, I'm so boned. Just wanted to...
Because I'm watching it and it's slightly a little bit delayed because I'm listening to you talk about it.
You get to watch it in stereo. We get
I
to
do. And
boned.
I'm like, oh, boy.
Double boned.
Oh.
Can you feel my rage? It's
I
boiling.
really do. I really do feel it.
The wrench is
boy.
coming.
Ah,
Midget wrench is
Spicy.
real. It's gonna get spicy here. I'll show you a spicy meatball. Come here, you asshole. You got fucking midget rage. I got midget wrench here, okay? My little 5-foot tall punk ass is gonna kick you in the nuts.
Save. Right there. Save. Save it. So that way you don't have to run all the way back.
She needs to stop touching these traps, and I can't disable them. Where you at? Let's walk carefully. Come on. Come on. Come around. There you go. Come over here. I'm gonna stick you in the corner. That's right. Lydia always needs to be in the damn corner. Nice. Nice.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Patience. Patience.
Oh no, don't shoot him
She
in the
just
back.
healed herself. That's okay. It's okay. She just healed herself again. Go ahead. Come back through. Patience. Patience. She just stepped on the trap. We're hidden. We're in the corner. Oh, we're gonna hold steady. 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 Yeah, screaming out hello, who's there is super effective.
Don't mock the afflicted. Don't mock the afflicted.
don't see me. You don't see me. Yeah, you do. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
That's where you run. That's where you start jumping around. Sigh means naked.
Man, he's hitting me hard. There we go. Patience. Now, my little darling, did you like that spoon? Did you? Because now, not only did you displease me, to the point I'm going to now strip you buck naked and leave you here. Gratuitously. I feel better now already.
Oh god.
I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna do some loots first. I'm even taking that. Screw it. I'm taking everything. Give me all the things.
Take everything.
I'm taking everything. Y'all done messed up. What's in here? It's down here. I'm just checking. There could be more treasure. I'm not missing out on treasure after all that hard work. Yes. No! There was treasure! Dang it. This looks like a nice place to hang out.
Oh yeah.
This is actually kind of idyllic.
Creepy though.
You're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it. I thought you might not remember your
Oh,
first
I know
trip
where
here.
you are, yeah.
You had a big night. I think you've definitely earned the staff. Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment.
I see. You made me hook up with a Hagraven.
I don't owe you money, do I? Just a prank? Just a prank? The Daedric Lord of Debauchery does not deal in mere pranks. They have begun as a mindful amusement, but it wasn't long before I realized you'd make a more interesting
No comment?
picture of my not quite holy staff.
Not whatsoever.
My pleasure, but I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
Damn it, boy. I need to not drink. I need a bath. After the Hagraven debauchery and now this and getting pwned, I need a bath. You know what? Vorstag's waiting for me at home. Hey, babe, I need a hug. Come cuddle. I need some cuddle time. I touched a Hagraven. I need... Apparently...
You're back. Want to play a game?
Not right now, kid.
Papa said we could go fishing.
Yeah.
I help. I'm sure he'll catch something this time.
Ah, my darling. A pleasant surprise.
Your simple yet beefy physique makes me happy. I just wish you had more up in the noodly appendage area, but... guess we can't have it all, can we? Yeah. By the way, can I buy it? Can I sell stuff?
Back from some adventure?
Hey, why don't you give me something?
This is fresh.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll have another meal ready tomorrow.
That's right. Work out them big muscles.
We have a
Got
cozy
any-
little profit.
I'm looking at your hiney wiggle while you work. You realize I'm just objectifying you.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye now.
I'm glad I clicked in when you said it, because now I'm watching it.
Oh, Lupicino's on. Wolfie is on. He's actually on. I never get to see Wolfie. Oh, anyway.
I didn't even see all of that.
We were too busy trying to watch me get pwned, and I was trying to overcome it as the rage was boiling within me.
It really was.
The renge was coming. They did nobody. No, the midget renge is real.
It really was.
It was boiling. I'm like, oh hell no.
I was getting concerned.
Blood pressure was going up.
All the concerns were going off.
You're like, I'm gonna log off now because I don't want that spoon directed at me. I'm out.
Good to see you.
God, it was aiming that way.
You've been
it was
good.
leaning in that direction.
I was gonna say, why would I aim it at you? You've been good.
I have been a good girl. It's just that way. Hey, you know what?
Not even
Because, you know, the
playing.
island is being stupid. I might have to lean in the other direction and be like, nah, listen, it's not my fault.
No.
The island is being stupid.
Nah, see, I'm not gonna blame you for something that you have no control over. Nobody has goat horns. I need like 8 goat horns. You disappoint me, sir. I am full of the disappoint.
If I had if I could trade you the goat horns that I have, I would have given them to you.
I totally need goat horns to finish the basement. I've almost finished my first homestead, so like we're making progress in this game.
Very nice.
Because I didn't buy the breeze home. I saved all my money for Falkreath. So I'm Thane of Falkreath and Whiterun.
Mhm.
And I let Jerisa be my steward.
Nice.
Need that, keeping that. I think I already did that quest, but I'm going to keep that just in case I didn't. Ooh. I can disenchant or sell that, or hang it. That's extra. Killed a couple of giants. That's for spells. Hey, give me a good price for those. Oh my goodness, can't believe we had to go through all that.
I'm so sorry.
That was funny. It kind of was funny. Now that I'm over it, I was getting angry.
Oh boy. Did not want to see how that was gonna happen. I can see it. I can see the spoon flying through the television. I'm like, oh boy, oh boy.
I was about to turn around. Buddy, get the spoon.
Bunny, run. Run, fella. Run. Run, you fool.
That's right. Run, you fools. Run.
Oh god.
I can sell that because you can't break them down. Get rid of that.
Oh, I can't wait for September/October. Although I might not be able to fly back. But no one's complaining about that.
I was gonna say, well, you're bringing him with you, aren't you?
We don't know yet. He wants to go, but we don't know yet. It's him. He's still up in the air if he's able to, if he can get his taxes dealt with by that time. Because there's any point in time he goes away, they can pull him over and say your taxes were never done, because he never knew about taxes. Having to live here in Bermuda, he never knew that he had to pay taxes in the United States.
For the dual citizenship, yeah.
Yes, no one told him, no one approached him about it, the IRS never approached him about it, or even reminded or told him about it. He only just realized it from his parents were the ones who said, oh, by the way, this, and it's that. Really? Oh, fuck. So now he has to track back everything, and it's like $6,000 or something like that. We don't know, but we are trying to get that dealt with as well.
That sounds like so much fun.
Well, he's trying to get that dealt with. I'm sitting back, and I told him if he needs help, then he needs to tell me, and that's basically it.
All right, now
And,
that we've sold some stuff, we finished the. Apparently, that was a drunken debauchery quest, where I ended up hooking up with a hag raven and promising to marry her. And apparently, I think that's my phone going off. Who the heck's calling me? Nobody calls me. Oh, hey, it's spam. Spam calls are back. That's awesome.
The what?
Spam. Telecalls, people trying to sell you stuff. Apparently, they're considered essential. They're working.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that was horrible. I am legit horrible.
All right, what do we want to do? Look at all these quests. I got quests for days, but we need to go somewhere so we can read more books.
So this is my inscriptor. Okay.
Let's read Eltree's note. Uh-oh, is that going to lead to something interesting? Meet me at the Shrine of Talos. That's the Forsworn. I don't know anything about the Forsworn. Okay. Do we want to do that quest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. I'm bouncing in my seat because I can now. Do it.
Let's see.
While I try to find my alchemist. All my low-level crap.
Alright, let's... Well, since nobody has goat horns, it's not like I can complete my frickin' thing.
Here's a question.
Hmm.
Have you thought about going and killing a goat?
What?
Go kill the goat, and you get the goat horns.
Oh, haven't found any goats to kill.
Have you not been to the snow area?
Yeah,
They're all over the place.
apparently not lately.
Oh.
And apparently I gotta go to this is where I picked up my husbando, Vorstag.
Oh,
Wolfie was like drunken Daedric debauchery, and he goes 2-for-1 dildo sale. Meet behind the Wendy's parking lot. It's a drug deal if I've ever seen one. I think he's right.
no comment.
No comment. Why are you picking on Wendy's, yo?
No comment.
All the comments.
Nope, no comment from me, because I like Wendy's, so no comment.
I used to really like Wendy's, but it has went downhill here.
No, don't say that. Don't tell me they're little those little potato things. Don't tell me that.
What little potato things?
Didn't we get those little potatoes from, those little deep fried potatoes? I don't know what you guys call them. They're small. They're like the size of a quarter.
It would. Are you? Hello?
Sorry, I crashed the chat.
Crash the chat.
Crash
Oh my
it.
goodness, it's a Kerrigan.
Hello.
The invasion. Yay.
Is this the fabled moon?
Yes.
Hi.
It's Moon, the person that you
Your
must
voice is
meet.
adorable.
My voice?
Have I not shown you
No.
pictures of her? She's on my face crack.
No, you haven't.
Oh, she's all over my face crack and all of my featured stuff.
You're in trouble now.
I'm not in trouble. They just have to go look at my face crack. You're all over my stupid face crack. You and Nikki, my waifus, my harem.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I can't get over how nice your voice is.
And she's absolutely like sex goddess material.
Really,
I don't
we're gonna throw me under the bus. There's a whole
Look
entire
it,
bus
look
now
it.
on top of me.
There is. That beautiful Bootius Maximus has to be shared with the world, man.
No, I know
That
what
pretty
you're talking
face,
about.
those pretty
No,
eyes,
actually, hold on.
sexy giant booty, love it.
Let's rewind a bit. Let's rewind just a little bit. I weighed. I got on the scale yesterday, and I felt so ashamed because I haven't been exercising since the lockdown.
Neither
And
have
I now
I.
weigh 177 pounds.
Oh, then
And
that
I
means
am
you're
upset.
luscious in all the right places. This is gonna
Look
be
here.
great. Look here!
Look here.
Woman, it puts it in the basket.
I used to weigh 135, damn it.
Mood, I haven't been 135 since I was 19.
I made it in my 20s.
I was 135 last year. Like, last year she saw me, I was 135. Now I'm up to like 177 because I haven't been exercising or anything. I've been eating veggies, but that's about it. Speaking of which.
My
Oh, yeah,
my
I have to
trainer
avoid the scale.
my trainer's been playing WoW and has texted me, "Are you still exercising?" I'm like, "Shh. Let's not talk about that. Just shh, let it happen."
Just let it happen.
I bought resistance bands, so because we're still out in the bumfuck nowhere, I go walking every day still, and now I'm doing butt exercises with the resistant band because I want a nice butt, and I'm doing sit-ups every other day.
So
and
are
I'm
you
trying to
doing
do skinny.
the monster walk and the sidestep that I showed you when I took you with us?
Not yet. I'm about to start those. I was trying to get the hang of hip abductors.
Okay.
Words, no working.
No working. And also, Facebook's giving me all your old posts. So no, I still don't see a moon.
Hold on.
With the feature.
Hold on. Let me just exit out of WoW because WoW doesn't let me see my desktop. Okay.
Hey, All-Star would love this. I'm about to murder somebody just because I have to.
Holy shit, I did not notice the picture of you and Nikki in the pretty dresses. Oh my god, I love.
I took her to the Gatsby. The Gatsby event, the Great Gatsby.
Was that this past one?
Yeah, the one a couple months ago before all of this went into lockdown.
Was that the engagement event?
That's where Danny proposed, yes. That was in January.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one.
I think that's when I felt too new to go to things. Also, I was pretty broke.
It was a $25 entry fee, but and formal wear was a requirement. But man, what a great excuse to be able to doll up.
If I'd had the money to buy an outfit, then I would have totally been down, but I did not have any of it.
Bunny says he'll go if they do it again next year. So we'll
have the Roaring 20s for another 9 years.
Uh-huh. And they're talking about doing it every year. So
We could plan.
Completely.
Kat, are you done going full ham on your own butthole?
Apparently not.
If you hear anything in the background, that is her just going full ham on her toes and her butt.
No, I don't hear a thing.
Mm-mm.
She's so loud.
Wolfie, they're all in my Discord.
Oh, that's why.
Wolfie, remind me to send you a link. This is how everybody finds me. You have to be in my Discord. And I'm caught.
Did you think Moleg Bal, the Lord,
I have to get onto your stream.
would so easily reward you?
I got caught by
Do you
Molag
see
Bal?
that little
Oh shit, I'm dead.
speak?
You got my god. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Oh my
laugh. That
God.
was so funny. Like, I just
Yes,
clicked back just to
it's
see,
an
and I'm like,
altar.
okay, she's going to the altar,
Men
and
come
bam,
and
she's...
sacrifice
Oh, boy.
the wretched in
Well,
my
now.
name.
Oh God, All-Star would be so happy. He wants me to follow Molag Bal. My understanding is he's a big, bad, nasty dude.
Enemies, and my rival Boethia had
yeah.
her
The Twitch is
priests
on
desecrate
Angel
the
Face?
altar until you came.
Here you go. I'm just gonna drop my link in the Discord random.
I
There you go.
want submission.
Oh,
I
wait, that says
want the
login.
priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing.
There's a link.
Captured and bound. Left
Thank
to
you.
rot.
Is that blood? That's
Save
blood.
him. Let
Ew.
him perform his rite one more time.
Icky.
When he does, we will be waiting for him.
Note to self, never take a picture with my head down.
Okie dokie.
Also feel dumb because I cannot find the Twitch for shit.
Twitch? You want her Twitch thing?
You can do it on
Yes,
web
'cause I
browser.
have not did it.
You can do it just from your web browser, twitch.tv.
Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, I was trying to find
Copy.
your username and it wasn't showing you.
There you go.
Yay!
I'm
Super
findable. I promise I'm findable. I'm not hiding.
Yeah, I was missing the games part of that.
Oh, yes, I got to.
Oh my
hold
goodness,
this.
Wolfie picked the Great Sphincter. Oh my god, I still watch that video you sent me from that game. I can't get over it.
You know what I can't get over? Still holding that squirrel in my hands.
I think that picture's still on my face crack too.
It is. It's on. Thanks to Patrick, it's actually on there. And like, look at my face. My face is like lit up. Like, oh my god.
You were so
I'm actually
happy.
holding a fucking squirrel because we don't have them, and I think that a squirrel would make an amazing pet. But everyone thinks that they're
Flo-
rats and rodents and
They're more
pain.
here. They're more pests.
See what I
They-
mean?
they
and
damage a
chickens are pests here.
You've got
Chicken is
feral-
pests.
Oh yes, because we got feral chickens running around out there.
I'm sorry to drag you in.
No, we have that here. We have that apparently over in Pontoon Beach. There's roving chickens.
So do I.
Because my friend Nate
Oh my god.
used to work, have to get up at 3 or 4 in the morning and drive to Caseyville or whatever to go work at the Casey's General gas station. He accidentally hit one on the way there and he was crying when he got to work and he had to call the police to let them know he ran over a chicken.
I need help.
Officer, I ran over a chicken. I don't know. I think it's dead.
Who's behind Waylon and the
I'm
Force
sorry.
Ring? I'll pay you for any
Yes,
information
I
you give.
understand. I do. I really do. But
Let me know as
chickens are a
soon as
nuisance
you
here.
find
I just want to go see the roving chickens. So
All right.
badly.
See, the thing is, around here, Mom and I, when we raised chickens, I showed Mom that the Rural King now sells chicken harnesses so you can take your chickens for a walk, and chicken
They have
swings and chicken, exercise equipment.
Do you know what I need to buy for Stephen Noel?
What are you getting?
Everything you've just said about chicken harnesses and chicken accessories. Just watch if they still need me, like if I'm able to chicken sit this year, because that's what I was supposed to do this summer for a couple weeks, was go chicken sit for Ian's mom and stepdad. I'm so disappointed because I wanted to
I was gonna say you were supposed to kitty sit. I mean, these fuzz buckets are missing out on.
Yes, I miss the fuzz buckets. I also miss your couch.
Dude, okay, Wolfie, I've been trying to get Wolfie on here forever. Wolfie is a console king. He is the fan of the classic game. and I outgrew them so much, so I missed out on a lot of things. But thanks to this, pandemic and everything else, and Pokemon coming to the Switch, I now have a console again. And if Ian didn't buy it yet, Kerrigan, you or he has to buy it. You got to buy Code Realize. It's
on my wish list.
It's a great freaking... The second one just came out 2 days ago. So now I get to play the second game. When I hang up with the stream, do you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm not going to eat or sleep or any of that for a few days until I beat that game.
Hey, guess what?
Eat while playing at the same time. You can
Yes. But guess what? You also need to come play Animal Crossing with me.
Oh, Greg bought me
list to
that.
buy. It's just so
Greg bought me
expensive.
that. Yeah, it's still AAA titled.
Yeah.
Greg bought me Animal Crossing to surprise me.
Aw.
And
I did Greg.
I really, really wanted it, so I ended up getting it.
I've never played any of these, so now I've got a Harvest Moon game, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I've got my Fire Emblem, which I beat the Blue Lions. I've done that story. I'm in the middle of the Golden Deer. Code Realize, Guardians of Rebirth, just finished that. I found more Poor Dorothy, or Prawn, as I like to call it, all over. I found new ones. And DLC for the current ones that we play, and just beat all of it. Wolfie's been playing Elder Scrolls 1 Arena. I didn't even know there was an Elder
I'm
Scrolls.
so upset I didn't realize that Saturday was the last day for the Neverwinter Night bundle sale. And then it was like $20. And then it fucking shot back up.
It'll come back.
I know,
What
I
am
was
I
just
doing
so
wrong?
sad
I'm
because
supposed
I love Neverwinter Nights and I never got to finish it.
Find evidence about Wayland, which I know his room is like back here. I swear we've done this. Yeah. You looking at me?
I also have to fucking remember to go through and this month see if I can get a purchase add-on because half of the travel insurance, because I bought the tickets separately for the Canada trip I was supposed to take to see my girlfriend in August. Don't know if that's happening.
Oh, God. I hope it is. For you.
Me too, I've never been out of the country.
Well,
Really?
I finally have. I'm so excited. I got out last year.
I'm
Good thing I
surprised.
went last year, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, on the bright side, you're not the only one missing out on Japan.
Yeah, I'm missing out on
Oh, hey, look! This guy wants to fist fight with me. Who's gonna win, Moon? Somebody's throwing down the gauntlet. I'm gonna bring out the spoon.
Oh, Jessica,
Mm.
if I can't remember how cheap it was, but we were looking, and because we have a friend that lives in Hawaii too, me and my girlfriend, and we were joking about how cheap it is for us to go and fly to Hawaii right now. If we bought tickets for a future date, they're so dirt cheap right now.
Come on. Take bets. I'm gonna kick this Nord's butt. Woo! Come on, suck it.
Care.
Suck it! Suck my punch! Yes! In your face! Face it! Come on, FaceTime. Have some. Oh, yeah. I'll push you off into the water. Oh, come on, punk. Come on. Don't throw me in the water, ass munch. Let's go. Come on, ding ding. Freaking
I kicked the motherfucker.
drop kick. Shit. Damn it.
Hit him. Come on, you got this. Oh, into the water.
Yeah, you want some more? Come back. Yeah, you're gonna beat me good. You got something for me? That's what I thought. Stay down. Tell me what I want to know.
Stop beating him, okay?
Mama
He's
didn't
fine.
raise you right. I will. She spoon. You know what? I need to put in a mod that makes me hold a spoon when I brawl. whoop you with this spoon. Or even better yet, a sandal, you know, like a flippy floppy.
Oh, la chancla?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was sent by Nepos the Nose.
Yeah, I'm the wiener.
You're the wiener.
That's right.
The superior force.
I
What kind of character are you running right now?
I will show you. I look really, I look like a very mischievous Irish girl.
So you.
Doesn't she look like she's up to no good? She. So yeah, that's my character.
See,
She
I had to come
looks
back
like
and just say that
what?
she's got that cheeky look on her face.
Yeah, I'm up to
She
mischief.
looks
That's
like a YA novel protagonist.
All right, come on. Just because I'm into that stuff, you just.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. All right, I'm feeling the love now, y'all. Feeling the love.
Oh yeah, all the loves.
Oh, uh-huh. By the way, if you're looking for a new YA manga-ish novel, The Emperor's Only Daughter has been amazing. It's slow starting, but once she gets older, it gets pretty good. Okay, now I gotta break into somebody else's boudoir.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Yeah. Anybody watching? Dang it.
I want that door.
It's a dwarven design. Oh man, I'm off today. I'm usually really good at hearing the tumblers. Dang it. I really am off hearing the tumblers. I'm getting too distracted.
I didn't realize how in-depth Skyrim was. I've never played.
Well, this is the farthest I've ever gotten. Come on. Come on, right in there. Come on, get in the honey pot. Oh, you little butt nugget. Come on. Come on. No, no. Dang it. Come here. Listen to Mama. See here the tumblers? There we go. That's a good baby. Wolfie, I'll have to send it to you privately. Oops, I took the wrong thing. I'm gonna steal the gold. Why not? Apparently I'm stealing everything else today. I'm just stealing everything. Apparently I'm a thief now. I'm a thief! Whee! There's only one of my watchers that will be happy about that. Because that puts me on the path of evil. Wolfie, as long as I can steal your heart, I will be quite content. That's my job. Stealing hearts. Where? I gotta go upstairs, apparently. Where am I going? Nepos the Nose. This man's gonna... Who wants to bet against me? I bet this dude's gonna try to kill me. Like, everybody tries to kill me.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send her in.
Alright. Lydia, you have one gerb. One. Don't let me frickin' die because I didn't go make any potions.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out.
Come on.
I've been playing this game for almost 20 years. sending the young to their deaths. Because I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. My dear, you aren't the first one to Markarth, but then Ulfric and his men came. Markarth and the Reach.
Dang it. That's right, I forgot. Give me back my bow!
I'm sorry, but you're not leaving alive.
Yeah, stop touching me. Stop touching me! Yeah, it says no, it means no! Yeah, shoot your friend. That's right. Lydia, do your freaking job. Ooh, look at that slow motion death. Ooh, Ed hit the... Ooh! Ooh! That was a good shot on my part. Then he cracked his head on that concrete. Oof. That would have been a mess. And since you insulted me, you're now naked. And you too. And you. And you. You're all naked. Thank you and goodbye. Oh, wait. We're in a new house. We're in a new place. That means we got to look for books. Because this is story time after all. We can't be missing out on story time. And see any books. Don't see any books. Since when does a place not have any books? What kind of savagery is this place? No books? Oh, there. Nope, found one.
I'm gonna mute myself while I get food. I will be back.
Okay, we have two that have not been read. So we have a choice. Watcher of Stones or Pension of the Ancestor Moth.
Ancestor.
Alright, go grab food and I'll get to reading.
Okay.
Alright, next book on our list of story time is Pension of the Ancestor Moth. To be read by all novitiates of the temple. The order of the Ancestor Moth is as ancient as it is noble. We nurture and celebrate our beloved ancestors, whose spirits are manifest in the ancestor moths. Each moth carries the fjorn of an ancestor spirit, loosely translated as the will to peace. The fjorn can be sung into the silk produced by the ancestor moths. When the silk is in turn spun into cloth and embroidered with the genealogy of the correct ancestor, clothing of wondrous power can be made. Adepts of our order are gifted with prescient powers. The wisdom of the ancestors can sing the future into the present. For this reason, our order and our order alone has been given the privilege to interpret the Elder Scrolls. These writings exceed even the gods, both Aedra and Daedra. Such insight into the inner fabric of reality comes at a price. Each reading of the Elder Scrolls is more profound than the last. Each leaves the priest blind for longer and longer periods of time. Finally, the last reading achieves a nearly sublime understanding of that scroll's contents, but the priest is left permanently blinded to the light of this world. No longer can he read the scrolls. This monastery is dedicated to the service of these noble members of our order. They now live out their lives with the ancestor moths that they so love. Their underground domestics are well suited to the moths. They raise and nurture the fragile creatures, singing to them constantly. They harvest the silk and spin it into bolts of cloth. They weave the cloth, embroidering it with the genealogies and histories of the ancestors that spun the silk. This is their new life. As they tend the ancestor moths, so we tend the blind monks. While they toil in the dark, we serve in the light. They need food and water. We provide. They need tools and furniture. We provide. They need secrecy and anonymity. We provide. They need purveyors to sell the fruit of their labors. We provide. At one time, we also provided protection. Many generations ago, Gudrun came to our temple. Newly blinded by visions of what was to be, she brought with her new teachings. The visions of the ancestors foresaw the need of the monks to defend themselves. They train and practice the teachings of Gudrun constantly. They are masters of the sword of no sword, the axes of no axe. As a novitiate, you will learn the teachings of Gudrun. You will learn the way of the peaceful fist. You will learn to serve the blind monks. You will learn to provide. In time, you may attain peace and insight of the ancestor moths. Yay! And apparently I leveled up and didn't notice it. So let's level up. Let's see. I can haggle some more. Am I high enough to be a merchant? No, I need 50 for that. I don't pickpocket. I could do lockpicking. I guess I could do lockpicking since it is 33. Sneak is where I want it. Archery is where I want it. I've been working really hard on my smithing, but it's 49, so I can't even use that. Enchanting's where I want it. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick it in speech. We'll go ahead and raise haggling. Give me all them better prices. Alright, onwards. Everybody's dead. Everybody died. Now, unfortunately,
You haven't found another book yet?
I just read one.
Oh, okay, I missed it.
You did.
Oh, rewind time.
It was it was about the moths and the blinded monks who read the Elder Scrolls.
Oh, okay. Let me get a spoon. I got hungry, so I went and made some veggies.
Something I'm supposed to deliver.
I just got found by a courier. What the heck?
Let's see. I have a letter here for you. Looks like that.
Letter from Mulash Groshugurs. Who the hell are you? Achievement unlocked. Hero of the people. I know you killed him. Don't worry. I won't tell anyone. In fact, I wanted to thank you. He will not be missed. Okie dokie. Somebody likes that I murdered somebody. I mean, it was self-defense, but still. Do you see that child hanging off the cliff? Am I... Dude. Child. How do I get the child off the cliff? Dude. Danger! Give me your hand! Must save the children.
That children is gonna die.
Not the children dying! Oh, there she is. Okay, we're okay.
What did I miss about the child on the cliff?
There was
a child hanging off the
floating
cliff.
off the cliff.
He's just hanging off the
hanging
cliff.
off the cliff. That was actually kind of fun. She glitched out.
It's scary, like, save the children.
You should
When she
see her.
disappeared, I was like, I guess she let go.
That's when I freaked out. I was like, no! I was too late. The children.
The child.
I've already adopted 2. They won't let me have any more.
Bullshit. You can provide for more. You're going to.
I really can.
There's a mod that allows you to adopt more. Ooh, I said buy. My bad.
don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here.
Hot.
You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your
In a
last warning,
string of amusing coincidences, I just finished rewatching Despicable Me the other night.
Oh.
I like that. I like those movies. Okay, so. Oh, I gotta read Margaret's journal. Okay. Alright, Margaret's journal. Meeting at the Treasury House later today. Took them long enough. These people act like they own everything. Thonar Silverblood is the younger brother, but he's obviously the one in charge. Makes all the deals, bullies local landowners into selling to him. Even employs that wispy girl at the door to deter, quote, troublemakers like me. General Tullius is growing impatient, but I'll bring back the deed to Chidna Mine. On my life, I won't allow a group of Stormcloak sympathizers to own the prison to the most notorious criminals of the Reach. They say no one escapes. Why? Is it really that secure? Maybe I've played my hand too soon by rushing the confrontation with Thonar. There are shadows around every corner in this city, and I know I'm being watched. Yeah, so am I. I've been warned and warned. I have been thrice warned, and thrice I have now ignored them. Oh, wait. Guards around? Yeah, there are.
Is there going to be a fourth time?
Stop looking at me, y'all. I got some lockpicking to do. Turn around. Have you no decency?
Start taking your pants off. Maybe they'll find some.
Okay, hold on.
Just whip it out and start peeing on the front porch.
I probably look. I can do that too. The nudity is real. And watch this. Watch. I'm gonna run up to the kid. She's gonna be like, "You're naked."
Oh.
Look at that. I got some booty, man.
How do I get a butt like that? It's so nice.
It's like luminous. Perfect. It's like a perfect upside down heart, man. Just the way you like it. It's perfect for the spankings. I'm telling you. Anyway, let me put my clothes back on. You're naked.
I think I've lately been the sole contributor to prawns.
Why is this locked up? What time of day is it? It's only it's not even It's 2 o'clock in the bloody afternoon, y'all.
Oh. Are you... Isn't that like the vampire?
No, I don't think it is. I'll sit there and transmute my stuff. Alright. Be that way. I'll check every hour. I just heard that door open and shut. Oi! You butt nuggets. I got things to do. See? Now we're open. Patience! Alright, weapons... That one?
I think it is. I think it's vampire
yeah, it is.
Vampires.
Alright, so what you do...
You just let old Nana know if you need anything.
Yeah. There we go. Look at that magic touch today.
What are you doing here? I told you no visitors.
Too hot.
They're crazy. Well, guess you really...
I appreciate Wolfie's comment. It's in.
Yup.
By the gods, veteran.
Unfortunately, my headphones are not letting me configure so I can hear the sound on the actual stream, so...
So, right now, Everyone's in there getting murdered. I'm waiting. I'm letting old Nana finish her murdering. Did she actually survive the assassination attempt?
That's hilarious if she did.
Damn, oh, Nana's got some brutality. There's the wife. Yeah, she survived!
Yeah.
Holy shit. She survived it. She survived the assassination. Holy crap, I've never seen that happen before.
How long is that going to last?
Old Nana, dear. Bye, Nana. Oh, crap. There's more of you. Donald, you're a backstabbing twat waffle, too. Oh, and I don't have a soul gem big enough for either one. Ooh, look. Look, look, look. Another book for us to read.
Yay!
Vernicus and Borlor by Tavi Dromio. Halgard walked into the king's ham that Loretus evening, his face clouded with sadness. While he ordered a mug of grief, his mates Garaz and Xiomara joined him with moderately sincere concern. "What's wrong with you, Halgard?" asked Xiomara. "You're later than usual, and there's a certain air of tragedy you've dragged in with you. Have you lost money, or a nearest and dearest?" "I haven't lost any money," Halgard grimaced, "but I've just received word from my nephew that my cousin Alioc has died. Perfectly natural, he says, just old age." "Alioc was 10 years younger than me." "Oh, that's terrible. But it goes to show that it's important to savor all of life's possibilities, 'cause you never know when your time is coming," said Garaz, who had been sitting at the same stool at the Smoky Corner Club for the last several hours. He was not one cursed with self-awareness. "Life's short, all right," agreed Xiomara. "But if you'll pardon a sentimental thought, few of us are aware of the influence we'll have after our deaths. Perhaps there's comfort there. For example, have I told you the story about Vernacus and Barlor?" I don't believe so," said Halgard. "Vernicus was a Daedra," said Xiomara, throwing a few dribbles of Flynn on the hearth to cast the proper mood. "And though our tale took place many, many years ago, it would be fair to say that Vernacus still is one. For what, after all, is time to the immortal Daedra?" "Actually," Garaz interrupted, "I understand that the notion of immortality—" "I am trying to offer our friend an inspirational tale in his hour of need," Xiomara growled. "I don't have all bloody night to tell it, if you don't mind." "You wouldn't have heard of Vernacus," said Xiomara, abandoning the theme of immortality for the time being. "For even at the height of his power and fame, he was considered feeble by the admittedly high standards of the day. Of course, this lack of respect infuriated him, and his reaction was typical of lesser Daedra. He went on a murderous rampage. Soon, word spread through all the villages in the Colovian West of the unholy terror. Whole families had been butchered, castles destroyed, orchards and fields torched and cursed so nothing would ever grow there again. To make things even worse for the villagers, Vernacus began getting visitations from an old rival of his from Oblivion. She was a Daedra seducer named Horavatha, and she delighted in taunting him to see how angry she could make him become. "You flooded a village, and that's supposed to be impressive," she would sneer. "Try collapsing a continent, and maybe you'll get a little attention." Vernicus could become pretty angry. He didn't come very close to collapsing the continent of Tamriel, but it wasn't for lack of trying. A hero was needed to face the mad Daedra, and fortunately, one was available. His name was Borlor, and it was said that he had been blessed by the goddess Kinnereth. That was the only explanation for his inhuman accuracy with his bow and arrow, for he never missed a target. As a child, he had driven his marksmanship tutors wild with frustration. They would tell him how to plant his feet, how to knock a bolt, the proper grip for the cord, the best method of release. He ignored all the rules, and somehow, every time, the arrow would catch a breath of wind and sail directly to his target. It did not matter if the quarry was moving or still, at very close range or miles away. Whatever he wanted to strike with his arrow, it would be struck. Borlor answered the call when one of the village mayors begged him for help. Unfortunately, he was not as great a horseman as he was an archer. As he rode through the forest toward the mayor's town, a place called Evansicon, Vernicus was already murdering everyone there. Horavatha watched and stifled back a yawn. Murdering a small-town mayor isn't going to put you in infamous company. You know, what you need is a great champion to defeat. Someone like Yskamor or Pelinal Whitestrake or... She stared at the figure emerging from the forest. That fellow! Who's he? Growled Vanicus between bites of the mare's quivering body. The greatest archer in Tamriel. He's never missed. Borlor had his bow strung and was pointing it at the Daedra. For a moment, Vernicus felt like laughing. The fellow was not even aiming straight, but he had a well-honed sense of self-preservation. There was something about the man's look of confidence that convinced the Daedra that Horavatha wasn't lying. As the bolt left the bow, Vernicus vanished in a sheet of flame. The arrow impaled a tree. Borlor stood and stared. He had missed a target. In oblivion, Vernicus raged. Fleeing before a mortal man like that, not even the basest scamp would have been so craven. He had exposed himself for the weak, cowardly creature he was. As he considered what steps to take to salvage the situation, he found himself face to knee with the most fearsome of the Daedra princes, Molag Bal. I never thought anything much of you, Vernicus, the giant boomed. But you have more than proven your worth. You have shown the creatures of Mundus that the Daedra are more powerful than the blessings of gods. The other denizens of Oblivion quickly agreed, as they always did, with the view of Molag Bal. The Daedra are, after all, always very sensitive about their various defeats at the hands of mortal champions. Vernicus was proclaimed the elusive beast, the unpursuable one, he who cannot be touched. The bane of Kinnereth, shrines devoted to him began to be built in remote corners of Morrowind and Skyrim. Borlor, meanwhile, now found flawed, was never again called to rescue a village. He was so heartbroken over his failure to strike his target that he became a hermit and never restrung his bow again. Some months later, he died, unmourned and unremembered. Is this really the tale you thought would cheer me? Asked Halgard incredulously. I've heard the King of Worms told more inspirational stories. Wait, smiled Xiomara. I'm not finished yet. For a year's time, Vernicus was content to watch his legend grow, and his fledgling worship spread from his home in oblivion. He was, in addition to being cowardly and inclined toward murderous rages, also a very lazy creature. His worshippers told tales of their master avoiding the bolts of 1,000 archers, of moving through oceans without getting wet, and other feats of avoidance that he would rather not have to demonstrate in person. The real story of his ignominious retreat from Borlor was thankfully forgotten. The bad news, when it came, was delivered to him with some relish by Horavatha. He had delighted in her jealousy at his growing reputation, so it was with a cruel smile she told him, "Your shrines are being assaulted." "Who dares?" he roared. "Everyone who passes them in the wilderness feels the need to throw a stone," Horavatha purred. "You can hardly blame them. After all, they represent he who cannot be touched. Could not anyone be expected to resist such a target?" Vernicus peered through the veil into the world of Mundus and saw that it was true. One of his shrines in Colovian West country was surrounded by a large platoon of mercenary soldiers, who delighted in pelting it with rocks. His worshippers huddled inside, praying for a miracle. In an instant, he appeared before the mercenaries, and his rage was terrifying to behold. They fled into the woods before he even had a chance to murder one of them. His worshippers threw open the wooden door to the shrine and dropped to their knees in joy and fear. His anger melted. Then a stone struck him. Then another. He turned to face his assailants, but the air was suddenly filled with rocks. Vernicus could not see them, but he heard mercenaries in the woods laugh. "It's not even trying to move out of the way. It's impossible not to hit him." With a roar of humiliation, the Daedra bounded into the shrine. Chased by the onslaught, one of the stones knocked the door closed behind him, striking him in the back. His face broke, anger and embarrassment disappearing, replaced by pain. He turned, shaking, to his worshippers, who huddled in the shadows of the shrine, their faith shattered. "Where did you get the wood to build this shrine?" Vernaculus groaned. "Mostly from a copse of trees near the village of Avensacon." His high priest shrugged. Vernicus nodded. He dropped forward, revealing the deep wound in his back. A rusted arrowhead buried in a whorl in the wood of the door had jolted loose in the assault and impaled him. The Daedra vanished in a whirlwind of dust. The shrines were abandoned shortly thereafter, though Vernicus did have a brief resurgence as the patron spirit of limitations and impotence before fading from memory altogether. The legend of Barlor himself never became very well known either, but there are still some who tell the tale, like myself, and we have the advantage of knowing what the great archer himself didn't know on his deathbed. His final arrow found its target after all. That was kind of nifty. Naked Nana.
Yes, it was.
Naked Donald. Everybody naked. Everybody dead. Taking that too. And taking yours too. Anything else? Anybody else got goodies for me? Anything? Anything? And
How
then
much clothing have you stolen?
all the
Is that a book?
I only have to read one per instance. Like I entered this place, I read the one book, now we can move on.
Okay.
So indeed, tits and twaddles abound, as I've now made everybody naked. Nobody gets spared the nudity.
Oh no, stay naked.
All the naked. all the time. Unfortunately, this is where things probably are going to turn to shit. I just have a feeling.
What do you
I haven't
mean?
been pwned in a minute. I'm feeling kind of nervous.
Oh boy.
That's why you kept your clothes on.
Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside.
Dun-dun-dun.
Fine.
I saw your wife survive and get out. Did she die from her wounds?
He was supposed to keep them under control. The blood of Markarth is soon. I'm a busy man. Half this city works for my family, and I have to keep them alive.
Yeah. Go away. I'm done with you. I've already stolen from you. Although I didn't steal out of his main thing. Should have done that.
Don't bother with Tacitus. Useless.
That was an interesting work. Alright. Next up. Looks like we're going this way, maybe? And around? And up here? And in here? Oh, nope. I got a bad feeling about this. Why do I have a bad feeling?
All the bad feelings?
Ooh. I
am being summoned by James. I
Oh.
will have to talk to you later. Madam.
Later! Give James
Happy
my
to-
love.
I will. I am happy to see Storytime. And if everyone on the Storytime can hear me, bye!
Bye!
Bye.
You think you're the only one who knows that?
I guess it's just us.
Between Donar and Madanach until you showed up. You'll have plenty of time to take it up with the king in rags while you're serving a life sentence in Sidna Mine.
What?
You'll never see the sun again, you hear me? No one escapes Sidna Mine.
You know what? Challenge accepted.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? Good. All right. Open her up. Now you, get down there.
Yes, ma'am. I'm probably on... Yep. Well, at least I'm not naked. I still look like I'm up to mischief, though. Not gonna let me steal that bar, are you? Alright. So apparently, I live here now.
What are you in for, new blood? Violent one, huh? My advice? Serve your time at the
But for
pighouse
how
later.
long?
You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. If you're asked,
Also, because my headset is having issues, please let me know if you can hear me, because I know.
Oh, I can hear you.
but good.
Okay.
No one talks to Madanach, I'm afraid.
Moon seems nice.
Talk to Borg
Oh, she's
at
awesome.
least. Now, if you'll
There's a reason why I collect all the good peeps. You know what? This orc looks like he
Meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? A true killer like me. The gods put us here to fill their halls with souls. You'll fit in fine down here. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving.
Uh-huh.
The only thing Madanach expects is a bottle of skooma in tribute ever so often. You're not getting through.
Maybe.
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
Alright, big boy. You got something? You got something for me? Do you? Do you? Come here. Come here, big, green and beefy. Come on. I got something for you. I got the spoon. I got the spoon. You can't deny the spoon! The spoon's gonna... Oh, you know what? Your mama didn't raise you right. I'll do it for her. I'm gonna give you the ass whooping you need. Yeah, that's right.
I think I have a 20 to 30 second delay because I saw the talk screen and heard the frantic clicking well before.
Do it. Come on. Come on. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Come on, beast man. Think you got something? Go ahead. Come on.
But
come on.
You seduce
Come
him
on.
and making your husband.
I already got one of those.
Get
He's a little
another
green
one.
for me. That's right. Take some more. A little more. Now stay down. Stay down.
It's been so long since I tasted my own blood.
That's right. Taste your own blood. You done? That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Freaking punk. Now, what kind of items do I have? Do I have anything? I got a lockpick. I have his key. But there's all this tasty, tasty silver lying around. Oh, here we go. Look, pickaxe. Now that I've kicked some booty, I'm gonna get some free silver. 'Cause free silver.
Free shit.
I mean, what?
Rocking the potato sack this season.
You know what? And I look good in it too. If anyone's gonna look good in this potato sack, it's gonna be me.
Have the Ugg boots to match.
I know, right? And I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this quest up, and then that's going to end the stream because we're hitting the 2-hour mark already, if you can believe it. I got a lot of books in today. This was a good stream. Good amount of reading content got in. I was seriously thinking about playing like a shooter game or an active game, or just some gratuitous violence. However, that new game came out, and I have a mighty need to play it. I really do.
I have an envy. Once I get paid again, I'll probably be getting that.
Well,
look at the budget and probably get Animal Crossing too, because all of my friends have it, so I feel excluded.
I have it, but I haven't even started playing it. So if you have to wait a little while longer, I'll wait. So because I'm told we could all play it together.
Yeah, that's why I want to get it, is because we can all play together, which is different from the old Animal Crossings where it was not as easy because we didn't have all the newfangled things we do now. Because it goes in real time, and that was one of the things that made me not like it when I was younger, because if I wasn't into playing every single day, I had to go catch up on everything.
I've never played one, so I've got my first Harvest Moon, I've got that, I've got my first Zelda game. I'm very, very behind. And if Wolfie is still listening, he knows the Final Fantasy VII remake is out, and I'm desperate to play it, but of course I don't have the console. I'm told that when the 5th console comes out this year, it's going to backwards compatible. So at that point, I'll be able to pick up that and Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to very much be pleased.
Wait, a 5th PlayStation, or?
Mm-hmm. PlayStation 5 comes out.
Damn, I didn't realize we were already on to 5. I still have a 4.
I never got a 4. The furthest I got
it with a student mode.
Nice.
Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed?
I used to have Evil Within to play on it, and I need to buy games again. It's basically a DVD player. Just funny and shit. So many games, so little fun.
I know, right?
The boot of your kinsman stepping on your throat.
We're also talking about when I go up to Canada, because I found a tattoo artist that's willing to let me make payments before I'm up there for the appointment. I am getting the tattoo while I'm up there whenever it happens.
Alright, we gotta go listen to his sad story.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn.
Thank you. Out's the way. Move.
Story, huh? Everyone in Sidna Mine has a tale.
Peoples.
Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt
So you checked out the,
so you know what it's like to
what is it?
you have any family?
That weird show I told you to watch that came out on Netflix.
I had a dog. The North, but my little... And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up.
Yeah. So, you're killing. Everyone's killing. The injustice of the world. Blah-de-blah. We're gonna escape Sidna Mine. Okay.
You're back. Have you done what? Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family. Each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. Yes, have you met? He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him.
The only weapon I have is a pickaxe because I did not feel like getting a shiv. Now look at this. I'm forced to murder again.
Less complaints when I kill him.
I got locked up one too many times. I swear. If I ever get out.
Do the thingy.
No, don't kill me.
You are in prison. You must do what it takes to survive. Blah blah blah. No tea parties allowed here. No diplomacy.
So Grisvar the Unlucky is now terminated, and he pulled a shiv on me in the end. But he didn't even, like, put any effort into it.
He is now Grisvar the Deceased.
Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and...
Following Modnak, come on. King and Rags, let's do the thing.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on...
Oh, squeeze me. I just squeaked at everybody.
It's time to leave
The great
Sidna
squeaking.
Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers? The reach
I heard you had a fainting spell the other night.
Yeah, I was in the hospital yesterday.
How are you feeling? I heard that people were assholes.
They were. And they didn't treat me. They just sent me home. My doctor got a hold of him today and... Come on, let's get going. Come on, everybody. Into the hole. Into the hole. There you go. Come on. Come on. Apparently I'm...
What did your doctor have to say about it?
Yeah, I've got some concerns with stuff. So, changing some medication around and giving it another week. If I continue to have issues, we're gonna have to reevaluate. But luckily, the heart enzymes came back normal. So I did not have a cardiac event, but I am still tachycardic. Even today, still tachycardic. And that's just kind of...
shit.
It's just hard to deal with when it gets really bad and it makes you almost faint because...
Does it hurt?
Oh, it does. It feels like... signs of a heart attack are things like you feel a squeezing in your chest, or it feels like an elephant's sitting on you. For me, it was squeezing, and the pain would shoot up into my jaw area, kind of thing. And then I'd get real dizzy and had a hard time, like I couldn't catch my breath.
Some of those symptoms sound like what I feel when I have flare-ups.
They're thinking that stress on top of the tachycardia, and my blood sugars were 400.
What does that mean?
I could have went into a coma.
How about no?
Yeah, things just weren't addressed and not taken care of, and when we got all the blood work and things back, like my kidneys are functioning at like 50% instead of normal, so that something's wrong there. Liver functions were elevated, so even it was angry. White blood counts were really high, which means there was something wrong, but the ER went ahead and sent me home, even though I wasn't stabilized. I'm like, y'all a bunch of twat waffles. But, my doctor called me today. Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
So, is there anything that can be done about the stress?
The stress stuff that's happening, it's family related. Family stuff is acting up again, and I'm hoping that will calm down. That dwarven spear knows about me.
I'll bathe in your blood.
I want that dude up there to play with him. Apparently that's not... Oh, he didn't see me. Did you see that? What? Go ahead, go play.
Go.
God, he came down here and looked right at me. He doesn't see me.
That is incredible.
Badass sneaking skills for the win. Oh crap! It saw me finally.
I don't know. In my game, joggers
pwned.
have like a 50% chance of turning around, shouting towards the opposite direction, and then coming back to fight me. And you got clobbered.
I got clobbered. I mean, leg.
Hello, Broke.
Hello.
It's a Vroke. You just missed Moon.
I saw she was on earlier.
So, for the longest time, I assumed Broke was your one British friend I heard that one day because
you thought he was Nathan?
Avatar. Yeah, I thought it was British.
No, he's in Michigan.
Because of Mr. Blobby being your avatar, it was a reasonable assumption.
No, Vroke here. Vroke is our Vroke. He's our special one. We keep him.
I am a Kerrigan.
Kerrigan lives with Ian and Andy, or Fox. Fox and Goose.
Best roommates ever.
Aren't you glad I introduced you to them?
They're just the best people ever. And that's all my therapist hears if I mention them, is they're fucking great.
They are the supreme adorbs. I wonder if Fox went to the event tonight.
I do not know.
These guys are pretty handy. Look at that. Look how lazy I am right now. Like, y'all do the work. I'm just going to collect the frostbite venom, you know, because it sells.
It's just management.
Micromanagement. Right. Delegation. And up here...
Yeah. It's going to look fantastic on your Skyrim resume.
sneaking past the droids. These are not the droids you're looking for. Come down here, grab the potions, grab the free stuff. Go ahead and keep going. Okay, should be clear.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider.
Andy and I are trying to work on getting the garden beds all weeded out so we can start planting sturf.
What sturf are you gonna plant this year?
We're looking at veggies. We got a bunch of flower bulbs. They were on clearance when we hit the Walmart. So we got some dahlias. We've got lily of the valley, some bleeding heart, lots of columbine, some butterfly pollinator plants, including some milkweed. Trying to think of what else. I had a long list. Let me go pull up my list because I sent the list to one of my other friends. Where's the longest east? We have a hybrid marigold, so it looks white. It's still squint because I think it's some of the new colors, like the black lilies, are gimmicks and not necessarily legit. Okay, so we have geranium, echinacea, orange dahlia, 2 or 3 different kinds of columbine, green beans, parsley, basil, wildflower mix, chamomile, chives, beet, cilantro, Swiss chard, baby's breath, more butterfly hummingbird mix, melons, zucchini, gladiolus, goldstrum, phlox, peony.
A lot of stuff this time.
Yes. Excited.
Very.
I'm also helping with mowing the lawn because I enjoy mowing the lawn on the riding mower.
I was gonna say, if you have a riding mower, that's like friggin' awesome.
Yes. I just can't do the inclines because it's not really safe because I don't know a ton about what I'm doing.
I'll have to show you how to do it. You have to do them at angles.
Yeah, that's probably the part I really need to understand.
Once you see it done, I was gonna say, once you see it done, and then how to sit yourself as well as that, you'll be fine.
I will have to wait until we're away from plague days.
I know, we're still not allowed to see each other. It's a shame. It's a shame. Yes. So I'm heading to Whiterun. I said that because we've already passed the 2-hour mark, we're gonna come home here. We're gonna sell stuff, find one last book, and end story time. One more book. And then we're gonna call it a night. Because I'm noticing that if I push for more than, 2-ish hours, my voice goes out completely. It's really bad. I used to teach 8 hours a day. Now I can only do, talk for 2? What the heck?
I was going to make a joke about you just learned sign language so you can sign away the other 6, but then I remembered your hands have issues too.
Right, that comes in handy, doesn't it? Why don't you have any goat horns?
There are but 2 motions you can make to communicate with others, and one of them involves a rare form of bird, and the other is an up-down motion. With much vigor and enthusiasm.
I know the sign language for bougie.
Two hands up, gropey gropey.
Kind of, very similar.
It's on my list. I'm looking at learning Gaelic right now, which apparently, if I was going by their accents, it's Gaelic. So, I learned one word, which is stick. And if you
Agra is love.
Aw.
Is
that the long A? Yeah.
I think so, if I'm saying it right.
Because I know bata is stick and bata is boat. Bata flata is a long stick. Presumably, bata flata is long boat, big boat.
I'm trying to get all this stuff sold. Find one more. Stamina I don't need. That I don't need.
Mud crab. We can cook tonight.
The mud crabs are... I love the cursing mud crab thing that Ian made me pick up. It just tickles me. I don't know why, but it really tickles me.
Because it's funny.
Oh, you missed it. Nyx got out twice, and I didn't realize it when I was doing garden work yesterday, and she scared the shit out of me. Because we have a porch raccoon.
Everyone. I used to have a porch raccoon. We all need a porch raccoon.
Yeah, I didn't really want her to be poking around and run into our rotund buddy.
Oh, he's well fed then.
Oh, he very well fed. He is an entire bowling ball of fuzz.
Bigger than my chunk? By the way, my chunk's gotten bigger.
I'm not surprised.
This quarantine means he gets a lot of treaties out of Mom. He's gotten chunkier. I'm gonna have to put him back on a diet.
He's gonna be so sad.
Oh, I know it. It's gonna break my heart. But we're in the place where we have books. We're gonna get our last book of the night in. So let's see what our offerings are today. Rising Threat, Volume 1, A Minor Maze. Rising Threat, Volume 4, The Ethereum Wars, The Oblivion Crisis, The Real Baronzaya, Volume 3, or Rising Threat, Volume 3.
The Oblivion
Crisis?
Yes.
Alright.
Also, yes, the raccoon is about as rotund, if not a little bit more, than your chunk.
That's impressive. Alright. So, The Oblivion Crisis by Praxis Sarcorum, Imperial Historian. At the turning of the Fourth Age, in the year 3E 433, the Emperor Uriel Septim VII was assassinated, and the Amulet of Kings was destroyed. This set in motion a chain of events that would bring down an empire and change forever the relationship between man and the gods. The assassins first attacked the Emperor in the White Gold Tower. While the Blades held them back, the Emperor made his way down to the dungeons, to escape to a secret escape route built into one of the prison cells. For reasons known only to himself, the Emperor pardoned the fortunate prisoner in that cell. Some say the prisoner reminded him of a childhood friend. Others say it was a moment of prophecy. Whatever the case, the prisoner came to play a fateful role in the history of the Empire and Tamriel. Surely a sign that the gods themselves were at work. The pursuing assassins killed the Blades' bodyguards in a relentless series of sneak attacks. Eventually, they struck down the Emperor himself. Before he fell, Uriel Septim VII gave the Amulet of Kings to the prisoner, who somehow made it out of the Imperial sewers and into the light of day. The assassination is now known to have been the work of a group of Daedric cultists known as the Mythic Dawn. Those who still suspect the Dark Brotherhood should consider two facts. First, they would have only needed a single assassin, not a small army of them. Second, the Dark Brotherhood would never be so foolish as to effectively declare war on the Empire and thus ensure their complete destruction. Witness the eventual fate of the Mythic Dawn. The Amulet of Kings next surfaced at Waynon Priory, near Chorrol. Joffrey, secret Grandmaster of the Blades and head of the Priory, took possession of the amulet. The messenger was sent off to Gvak to find a lowly priest named Martin. Unbeknownst even to himself, Martin was the bastard son of Uriel Septim VII and the last heir to the Ruby Throne. He alone could use the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires that wards the barrier between Tamriel and Oblivion, and save the world from the mythic Dawn plot. The prisoner arrived at Kavak to find it overrun by Daedra that had poured in from a newly opened an Oblivion gate. The start of the empire-spanning devastation of the Oblivion crisis. How the prisoner closed the gate is not recorded. Once closed, Martin and the surviving Kavak guardsmen drove back the Daedra. Now known as the hero of Kavak, the prisoner and Martin returned to Waynon Priory, only to find the priory sacked and the amulet taken. Joffrey survived the attack, however, and the three of them made their way to Cloud Ruler Temple, bastion of the Blades. This secret fortress in the mountains outside Bruma is where Martin was held safe while the hero of Kavak searched for the lost amulet. Knowing only that a mysterious group called the Mythic Dawn was behind the assassination and theft of the amulet, the hero of Kavak was sent to locate the cult. With the help of Barus, a blade in the service of the Emperor, they somehow use the commentaries on the Mysterium Zarsis, esoteric works by the madman Mankar Camoran, to direct them to the Mythic Dawn's secret lair. Scholars familiar with the commentaries claim that the location is not directly mentioned in them. How they did this remains a mystery. No official records exist of how the hero of Kavak penetrated the Mythic Dawn's lair near Lake Arius. There is a bardic tale that claims the hero used trickery and disguise, but that is just speculation. What was discovered there is that Mankar Camoran was behind the Mythic Dawn, and that the group worshipped the Daedric prince Mehrunes Dagon. Mankar Camoran believed himself to be a direct descendant of the Camoran usurper, the infamous pretender to the throne of Valenwood. Somehow, the hero escaped with the Mysterium Zarsis itself, the holy book of the Mythic Dawn cult. Mankar Camoran fled to Oblivion with the Amulet of Kings. With some effort and great risk to his sanity, Martin deciphered the Mysterium Zarsis and intended to use it to open a gateway to Mankar Camoran in order to recover the Amulet of Kings. Before Martin could perform the ritual to open the gateway, Mehrunes Dagon opened an Oblivion gate outside Bruma. The hero of Kavak saved the city and Martine by entering the gate and closing it before a Daedric siege engine could destroy Bruma and Cloud Ruler Temple. Many songs and stories have been told of this battle, and I will not retell them here. The hero of Kavach was also known as the savior of Bruma. With the city and Cloud Ruler Temple safe, Martin opened the portal to Mankar Camoran's, quote, paradise. The details of what transpired in this place have not been recorded. All that is known is that the savior of Bruma traveled to this paradise, killed Mankar Camoran, and returned with the Amulet of Kings. With the amulet in hand, Martin Septim presented himself to the Elder Council to be crowned Emperor of all Tamriel. Once crowned, he planned to relight the dragon fires and seal Tamriel from oblivion. In a last-ditch attempt to stop him, Mehrunes Dagon launched an assault on the Imperial City, opening several Oblivion gates within the capital itself. Uncrowned, Martin joined the battle in the city streets. Mehrunes Dagon himself left Oblivion and entered Tamriel, breaking the covenant. Only the unlit dragon fires allowed this to be possible. Now that the barrier was ripped asunder, it was too late to relight the fires. Martin Septim chose to make the ultimate sacrifice. He shattered the Amulet of Kings to become the avatar of the god Akatosh and do battle with Mehrunes Dagon. Records of this battle vary widely. What we do know is that Mehrunes Dagon was defeated and sent back to oblivion. The avatar of Akatosh was turned to stone and can be seen to this day in the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the amulet gone, the dragon fires quenched, and the last Dragonblood Emperor dead, the barrier to oblivion is sealed forever. And now I think it is time to save.
Yay.
We accomplished a lot.
Story.
We accomplished a lot, and I played Oblivion, and that's pretty on point with what happens. So with that being said, I hope you have enjoyed story time. We got a little over 2.5 hours in. I think that was a good amount of recording.
It was awesome.
Tomorrow...
I wish I could...
Oh, I was going to say, tomorrow Bunny has to work, but afterwards I'll try to pop on and do some more.
Yes.
More
I wish
books.
I could watch you play the Otome game.
You know, there is a way to hook it up. Bunny has figured it out, but we need a couple more cords and cables to make that happen, but we should. That could be fun. Oh my god, reading all the poor Dorothy. Oh, that could be... That could be a thing. But for now, good night everyone. Take care. See you next time.